Greetings, y'all. We live. Ooh, apologize for being. I was a little later with this. Didn't mean to. So most of us coming up. But greetings. Welcome to Kiy NY007. Yeah, I got a lot to. Some things to go over. Appreciate the new subscribers. I've been seeing y'all, and those to come and those that come back. Appreciate you. Hopefully my sound is good. I'm gonna do a quick sound check. Anyway, I'll get right into it. My intro and everything. Something I was trying to get over here. Really thirsty too. I was behind time with some stuff. So I've been hot. So I was like, let me hydrate real quick. But I'm really trying to do this, and I like to stick with a certain time too. All right. So, and feel free to share your thoughts. As I share mine, you are invited to share your thoughts as well. Greetings, Habadi. Habadi is hello in Swahili. We will learn some languages too here. How about that? Whew. First, you may have noticed by the thumbnail and the title, it may sound like I am victim shaming. I am. Do what it takes to get people aware of what's going on, and sometimes people have to be used as a lamb of sacrifice. So we'll get right into it. Let me hang on a second, y'all. Let me get my other camera because I want certain lighting. So let me put something together real quick. Okay. Ooh. While I'm doing that, I'm going to get right to it. We're going to talk about the judge that was removed from the YSL case, Judge Ural Glanville. That case has been a circus from day one, but that man has received so much disrespect from day one also. It's kind of unbelievable, okay? You may have seen judges get disrespected, right? But you've never seen one get disrespected quite like him by other attorneys, and that's the issue I've had, and I haven't heard not one person speak on it. So we have that. Also, on a lighter note too, the Black farmers just received $2 billion win in their lawsuit. So they have that to be very thankful for. And that was led by, I have so many names I'm like kind of going over. He is John Boyd Jr., right? And then there was just a recent, within the last week or so, there was a recent occurrence of a racist mob that ran up on a Black man named Rick Johnson. And in just the way he went about it, he was very scared and unaware, and we can't have that. You got to be aware and prepare for things like this. There's no real way around it. But that's just it is what it is with that. So let's get right into that, and I'm going to screen share for this part, and we'll get right into it. We'll have a little fun with it too. A lot of this could be like, you know what I mean, depressing or whatever, but we got to figure out ways to get the information, but also, like breathe. So hang on. How are y'all doing out there? Say people this already. That's always good.
Hang people at? Where's that? Where is the hanging tree at?
In your backyard.
Gentlemen, can I please?
No. He just said there's a hanging tree down there to hang people like me. That's racist.
That is
racist. Y'all go take his back and he's being racist?
He's a crying.
You know what?
That is horrible of you.
He's just as human as
I'm doing a job and I did not disrespect you, not once.
Oh, man. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You know what? When I'm not leaving, make me leave. Because I can't take it.
I don't make trash. I burn it.
Okay, you guys can't screen the webcam stuff. I don't get it. I see it here. All right, we all set?
Great.
And y'all laughing at this? This is what y'all like? This is what y'all like?
We love it, man. We love it.
You love it?
Get your flag on, man. Come on. Video, man.
And all of y'all accepted it.
That's right. That's right. We do. Hey, man, I'm having a great day. I'm having a great day. I love it. Yeah.
For all of y'all. And I'm going to stay right here because y'all don't scare me.
You gotta see me.
What? Got to do what?
I built like a lemon. You gotta see me.
See, now he went right to talking about, I think he wanted the guy to suck him off or something. He went. So now he started getting into something more sexual along with the racism. And sometimes those go hand in hand too, surprisingly. I don't get it. But that right there was basically a wake-up call for this man because he said he couldn't believe it. He was so surprised, everything else. And I get your surprise that he was blatant with it, but you rather people be blatant and know what's going on than you get set up by yourself as the only black man out there. Like he said, that didn't make no sense. Maybe I should have got the camera on ready prior because it's not. I don't know why it's not doing the shit. Okay, that's good. Whew. So they're telling you to beat it. You got to beat it. You by yourself. The stuff as I be feeling about things too. You got to know when you got to spare yourself. You can always go back and address the issue. You can always do it the right way. Because apparently they said that the sheriff's department is involved with these folks too, and people in this racist town. This area that he was in is in Nevada. Where he is at was specifically a firehouse. Sorry, hold on a second. Whatever. He's it's called what's a Firehouse Saloon and Grill in Nevada, Virginia City. There we go. In Virginia City. So that's a lot. The reason I'm bringing it up too is, of course, because they were treating him very inhumanely. But the bottom line that I took out of it was how unprepared and out of whack he allowed the situation to even grow. When you're aware of your surroundings and you know pretty much what's going on, you won't even end up in something like this. I want to know how he got there. The man is a petitioner, so he was going around to ask people would they like to sign a petition in efforts to decrease fees that attorneys are giving because they're too expensive. So that's basically was his point. But as soon as he got there, the guy said, "N-word, you need to go." He said, "There's a hanging tree nearby that we hang N-words like you." And he was just like, "What?" He hung around, but then later he shedded tears too. And it was just like, you have to save them tears to save your energy. You got to use that energy for when it's due. They might end up chasing you, anything. You don't want tears in your eyes. Yes, it hurts. But if he was more aware and educated, it seemed like it wouldn't have even gotten like this as where it's at now. So hold on a second. I was like, where are my other notes on this? Sheesh. So what popped in my mind was Beat It by Michael Jackson. We got some remixes that I think are allowable. Allowable. Okay. Also, I know some people like beefing and stuff like that. If I have to beef with somebody, like I've seen in the previous diss track or whatever that's it's far and few between, so I like to elevate minds here. So hopefully you will allow yours to be elevated, even though I know a lot of folks are on a very low vibration. And sometimes y'all only communicate through drama and all that. And unfortunately, that's why you hang out on the channels you hang out on. But here you're going to get educated and prepared so that you don't ever end up in a situation like this, which can occur, but it won't be continuing. You feel what I'm saying? You won't be all off guard, running into other races, trying to get help from other races. You will be more prepared before you even brought your black ass over there. Understand what I'm saying? I hope y'all do. What's going on? I see you, Yessie. What's up? So hold on, I got some other stuff going going on too. This is, where's that? I had a little beat. It was low feed or low fi chill beat. Why is it not? Hang on, y'all. I think I'm having a little bit of difficulties with some of this. I don't know why. This is through YouTube. This is webcam. Wow. Hang on. I appreciate y'all coming through. We don't get cut off. If we do, I'm not going to run back. It was telling him to beat it. I don't appreciate it, but I know when somebody say beat it and I'm outnumbered. Nobody wants to be defeated. Working on something, y'all. This is life. I'm gonna tell you this. I get my point. Nobody want to be defeated. I get it, but you got to realize when you're in a different town. I got questions. I don't know about y'all, but I have a lot of questions about this. It's regarding what how did he get there, right? Did somebody drop him off? But we're gonna finish. I don't believe like I was in a movie. They were coming out of nowhere. It's like you shouldn't feel like you in a movie, bro. Where you been all these decades? That tells me that you don't know your history. You don't understand that they have towns. They still call them sundown towns. And I blame you Southerners for allowing this. Y'all allow this because y'all said, hey, we could be segregated. That works with us. But then when the black person goes in these other areas, their life is depending on what goes on there. Y'all need to toughen up and get more educated. At least y'all starting to vote now. Because before we could barely get y'all to vote. People in the South are slower. You move slower. You do stuff slow. You got to pick up the pace some. Because that's why stuff like this still happens. But for him to be so unaware and feel like he's in a dang on movie would piss me off. It ain't a movie. Welcome to the real world. Let's continue with some more footage.
If this is the way that you're talking on camera to me, sir, and I never until you disrespected me.
Oh, candid camera, actually. I'm gonna be on 5 o'clock.
Take the lights off.
No, I'm gonna be on house.
You said you had a job. I got a job. Well, go do it.
Oh, hey,
Just go do your job. You do your job.
I'm doing it. Why are you people?
He said, because I can say too. What the you mean? He being racist to me out of my face. Get the out of my face. Who the are you? Jesus Christ. I don't give a too. The
That's the only license.
How you doing?
He seems to know.
Are you along with them?
Yes, he is.
Okay, but why is he being racist to me talking about there's a hanging tree down there? Are you along with that? Are you down with that as well, like him?
He's my dad. First off.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this, program called Indisputable. We just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show. So he's your dad, but you didn't have to be down with that. You could have said, listen, Dad, what are you doing? But no, instead, you and others decide to come after the man who has been obviously dealt with in a racist, bigoted manner. But the good thing is he documented every single one of you, and there's more documentation to go. Here it is.
Get out. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm not on your property. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Y'all see this?
I'm not saying nothing. I'm telling you to get off my property.
Now what? Let's do it. Come on, let's go. Slap me, hit me. I want you to. I want you to hit me.
I love you. You're my brother.
No, I'm not your brother.
You're
Don't
my
touch
brother.
me. This is wrong.
You're my brother.
You're wrong.
Now she was putting her hands on him. That's what
Understand what
you
that
cannot
means?
put
Do
your
you know
hands
where you
on
are? Do you know the history?
male or female.
I'm not doing
You
anything
have
to
a
anybody.
right
Y'all
to
gonna kill me?
protect
Kill me. Kill me. Do it.
You're my brother.
Do y'all
Hanging
see?
up on
Don't
him.
touch me.
I love you, baby.
Are y'all gonna allow this to happen? This racist stuff?
I want to know what y'all would have done in this situation. Would y'all have done the same thing? Would you stay around and go back and forth with them? Me, I would have made my point, but then I would have left. I wouldn't have probably made a big point. It depends, because I'm going to have a feeling of death coming, destruction, something, a beating coming. I'm not going to run to nobody else. I see y'all all on the same accord. I'm out. That don't mean you won't see me again, though. But right now, I'm gone before I could be a goner. Sometimes they don't find bodies till years later. I'm currently investigating a body that was found in Mississippi near a pond earlier this year. You may have heard about it. You probably didn't, because there's so much little talk about it. It was back in February 2024, one of many. And I have some audio from that too. You don't want to turn up missing, y'all.
Come on, calm down.
No,
Ain't
don't
no
touch me.
movie.
Don't touch me.
This is
baby.
reality.
Don't touch me.
Upset.
Don't touch me.
you so
Why are you touching me, man?
Okay, come on.
This is
Calm
crazy.
down. Calm down. You're causing a big old fuss.
Because I didn't do anything to anyone.
Honey, I know, honey. Jesus loves you. It's okay.
Do y'all see this at the most?
Don't get it right now. Calm down.
Can you let me go fucking leave?
You heard that when she said he don't get it right now. He don't get that. He in the wrong place. They're used to having total control in that area, obviously.
But you're steady
Right?
touching me.
Honey, I love you, baby.
You're steady touching me, ma'am. This is assault.
Do you have a mama?
This is an assault.
Do you have a mama? Do you have a mama?
How else did he get here? Oh, right. We're not really here.
Do you have a
eggs.
mama?
Dinosaur eggs. Y'all saw what happened. You tell me to beat it twice. It said, beat it. You gotta beat it. What you do? There were some people like me, some people that already know what's going on. We got to get together more and support each other so we don't have these men running around like this. Honestly, he way too old to just now get his black car wake up for. What y'all think? They said beat it. The part that got me was when he started crying, but he needed a shoulder to cry on. And like he said, there was no one but him there that was a person of color. There was no other black people there. When you're breaking down to where you're about to drop your phone because you're crying, you're already losing your defenses. You have to keep your defenses up. They're not playing with you. This isn't just over here in Virginia City, which I never heard of. This is all over the place. So if he thinks this was a movie just for him to star in, I want to know where he's been for his 50 plus years, because he's got to be maybe in his early 50s. Where has this man been? I told a teenager recently about this case, this story right here. The first question that kid asked me was, how old was he? I said it was a grown man. They had to hide their laugh. Not that it's funny, but it's disappointing, and it's incredible that we have people still in America that are Black that don't get it. And they act like they're not going to get it until it's too late. That's crazy, y'all. That's absurd. It's absurdly crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Absolutely no sense. Absolutely no sense. Oh, yeah. We get it. Don't nobody want to be defeated. But I'm talking to my people today. Please, anybody that comes over here on my channel, I would expect y'all to be the last people to be caught up in something like this. The last people to be on here crying and running to the person that's trying to take your life. You think the women don't get it? They down with it too. Richie was like, you have to agree with your father. She already raised by that man, Richie. Dr. Rashad Richie. Now, I know you smarter than that. He's a professor. He's also an attorney. You smarter than that, bro. She already on board. One person, if you listen close, they said, yeah, that's racist. Yeah, what's like, what you doing? What you talking about? The others, they all on the same accord. And if not, they know to go accordingly. They know. Don't ever get yourself in a crazy situation like that. And you don't leave, and then you run into more of them. This is how it happens. This happens with friends that have a group of white friends, and it's a Black person. Sometimes something ends up happening to them, and everybody else is good, but that one Black person that doesn't make it home. But to this guy, to Rick Johnson, he said it was a movie. It was like a movie. Then he goes, I got something to tell America. Racism exists around it. Those of us that are called pro-Black or whatever y'all want to call us, we've been new. I knew since I was like this. I had a friend, little white kid, called me the N-word when I was little. We were playing. I don't know if I said something out of the way. I don't know, other than just being Black, right? He called me the N-word. And I just looked at him and I was like, wow, we're friends. I thought that I wasn't looked at like that. I didn't think that I would be called that, especially by my little white friend, because we're friends. So I got my wake up call early. And thank you for that. I like to know where people stand. Some of y'all don't. You live in a fantasy world. You still can have your life taken. This is not a movie. It's reality. that you really not scared. Don't be no macho man. Well, not by yourself. Sometimes you have to, have a crew with you when you're doing things too. It's sad that it's this way, but it is. Come on, y'all. And people actually sometimes will ask, why you talk about race so much? It'll help keep people alive like myself. Excuse me. I wish it didn't exist. The heck you talking about? All right, moving along, y'all. Actually, no, because with him, there was some more. Hold on 1 second. Because with him, I keep saying with him. There's an update with him because he went live. The guy, his name is Rick Johnson, excuse me. He went live also to talk about his encounter, what he experienced, and he wanted to thank the people because people did come out in support of the racist attack that he was under when he was just trying to get a petition filled out. So anybody that's just joining us, that's what I was just going over, and I want to just quickly get to where he went on his live stream and talked about it. He thanked the people for being there for him too. We got a little bit on Roland Martin right here. So 1 second. And this was at Virginia City, Nevada. If y'all haven't heard about this yet, I know there's going to be more to come. And hold on a second. Nobody sees racist. Okay. All right, y'all can see.
Finally said there was a hanging tree down the road for niggers like me. That's exactly what the fuck he said. And all of them ganged up on me. I have it on video.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
And everybody is going along with that shit.
Are you okay?
No.
What do you need right now?
Look, I can show you the video.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
And all of them just ganged up on me.
Okay, you're all
Yeah,
right.
he was in tears. That's what bugged me out.
Happened to out in Virginia City, Nevada. I just want to tell everyone, thank y'all for all of y'all support. Thank y'all for coming in and
Okay, y'all can hear it but can't see it. I'm not sure why the YouTube settings are doing this. This was just this is public. This is made public. He did it on his obviously from his stream. So I should be able to share this without an issue. But why am I not even on the screen?
putting y'all comments and finding this guy and finding these people, because this is unacceptable. Like, I just want everybody to see that racism don't just goes on to person. Racism is like in all these little small cities and small towns, as y'all can see. I did nothing wrong to that guy. I was only doing a job, and I'm very committed to my job. All I did was ask him would he sign my petition to lower the attorney fees that they have in the state of Nevada. And this guy just started going off and saying all these derogatory, rude, and nasty things. And then his family came outside, and then the chatting and all that in the background, that was very hurtful. I know I could have went about it a little different way, but at that moment, I didn't know what else to do. I was cornered in by a lot of people. I was the only African American that was there with thousands of other people.
I always feel alone. Maybe some people should practice it sometime. I talk about being independently alone so that you can get stuff done and you can have a clear thought process. You cannot have a clear thought process and elevate your frequency with too many people around. But you do need to have people around when you're dealing with racism and sometimes when you're just dealing in the public. I don't understand why it took this man to almost be hung damn near from a tree to get it. Anybody that comes on my channel, you should already get it. If not, you're going to get it. I want you to get it before it's too late. Like this man right here. He's too old to be just now getting his black wake-up call. This is what I've been telling y'all from early on when I started doing live streams maybe a year or two ago. I've been telling y'all this. This doesn't make any sense to me. That it didn't make enough sense to him. Careful how you have your guards let down. And of course, I wish this man didn't experience this. But of course, I wish he was taught earlier, maybe something like me. Throughout my life, I've been told that I'm one of the most hated. So that I could know, so that I wouldn't end up in a ridiculous situation. And if I do, because sometimes you get in a situation, I know how to deal with it accordingly. Men, y'all are our leaders. Some women too, but I'm talking to the men. They want to take the head off the snake. They don't care about the women. Black women don't really exist to a lot of people. So in case y'all didn't notice that either, don't get your wake-up call on that too late. I don't care what your complexion is, sis. I don't care how straight you straighten your hair, sis. Because most people on the planet have curly hair, by the way. So y'all can hang up that texture crap. Liars. They're coming. They want our men because they want to take the head off. They want the leadership gone. There was a group of little black boys that were walking too, and they were harassed by these idiotic race group of white males. Do you think they stopped for 1 second and said, "Who, me? I'm a niglet? I'm an N-word, huh? Oh no, my feelings are hurt. I need a shoulder to cry on." They kept it moving. I'm proud of them boys. They shouldn't have had to experience that. And then they have to come back and their parents find out about it because it made the news because the viral video went viral because one of the white guys was taunting them and laughing and recording it while his brothers, his Proud Boys are over there so proud to harass little boys while they were walking, minding their own business. The good thing is there were some groups of people that came out and donated to the boys when they heard about what happened. I think they got them some bikes and stuff. So maybe now they can ride past racists instead of walking past them. I don't know. They're coming for the males. They ain't caring about us. They probably feel like we need to see the black men care more about y'all too, because they damn sure ain't gonna care about us. You think I don't know? Come on. With this gender war going on, making it seem like nobody wants black women and they're all slutted out and all this and that. Nah, they slutting out to get attention. Black women barely get attention, so I guess somebody's doing what it takes to get it. Do y'all get that? Let me check the chat, see what y'all talking about. Because I know y'all get it. I know my people over here got intelligence, and if not, I'm going to elevate you, but you got to let me. The universe been speaking to me. It said, "You want more out of the people?" I said, "Yeah." They said, "Then you got to give more." So I said, "All right. I don't really want to in some type of ways." I said, "Well, do you want? Then you got to do it. You got to do some things you're not comfortable doing." They blew your sister's eye out of socket with a gun in her own kitchen. Speak. Speak up. There's some that can't. I was leaving YouTube. I wasn't playing when I did that video. Then some said, "Oh, really? Some people can't speak no more. You're choosing not to?" Wow. That's what the universe said back to me. That's what brothers like Blizz said back to me. Really? You think you're going somewhere? But I needed to feel needed, I think. Not defeated. Speaking of Michael Jackson's Beat It. No one wants to feel defeated. No one wants to be defeated. So I'd be interested to know y'all some of y'all thoughts on this too. I agree with some things, not all right. I still didn't spell everyone right. Well, I was trying to say hello, everyone. Turn up TV. You turned up. What's up? No matter how old I get, all the stuff that we go through, which black men still cannot stay away and give their money to white women. Yeah, that's true. It's funny you say that too. It's like some black men too feel like the money is going to change things. It's not. And stop thinking that you should get a certain woman once you get to a certain level. That's not going to make a difference. It's just not. Go with what you're attracted to. If you're attracted to a white woman, that's fine. You shouldn't be attracted to just white women. That's a disorder. And I'll keep reiterating that. And I'm waiting for somebody to want to debate me. They can hurry up and lose. I feel like valuable points are more easy to be made than we make it seem. So that was just my thing with that. They wanted him to beat it. And I don't know what was up with him, why he didn't think to go ahead and beat it. And I don't get enjoyment out of it. No, it's just I just think that we should be way further along than what some people are demonstrating. We should be way past this point where somebody got to be shocked to death. Almost pointed the tree out to him because it's like, it's in my backyard. The hanging tree is right there. He's like, I can't believe it. Like, you better believe it and get on out of there because you look like you about to be defeated. So just beat it. Just beat it. All right, go to I'm sharing this tab. This is from the Los Angeles Times. The YSL trial, we're just gonna kind of shift over to that, and then I have the other man to go talk about, and that's gonna be it. Are they gonna let me show it or what? A lot of y'all are aware of the YSL trial with Young Thug. Young Thug is one of my favorite rappers. Speaking of chants, like that black guy just said that the white mob racists were chanting. I didn't hear the chants they were chanting. Was it "Get out of here, Negro"? I don't know. It was some kind of chant. What I like about Young Thug is that he chants. Sometimes you don't know what someone's saying, but there's something with the melody of it all, and you can feel it. And that comes from tribes too, like tribalism that we all come from. Most of us come from in Africa, and I think that's what draws me into. Like, it's unexplainable sound, and it is something, and it does something. Like it, you know what I'm saying? Does some of y'all know? Because I'm into audio. We all like music. We all dig music. But music moves you. It's like it's something in your soul too. And also, of course, I obviously know that he's been a gang member. And deep down, kind of wonder how much can rappers rap about and not be held accountable in a court of law. So he shouldn't be surprised that he's in this situation, especially when your friends are a bag of snitches. It's like, these are your friends? Bruh, like, you're doing all this stuff, and then you got people that singing like canaries as soon as they go get into the investigation room. Makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. None. Other than being young and stupid and making people look stupid on camera. Little Woody, he's been back. He has a channel on YouTube too. I think I mentioned that. Yeah, I don't know already. What type of channel? I don't know what he's gonna be doing over there. But him and that other attorney girl that don't look like she could even be an attorney. I don't know, something about her. They've been going on social media yapping and talking, and then they back in the courtroom. So we're going to see how this case plays out. They got rid of the judge. I want to just talk some about that and the disrespect that the judge has encountered being on this trial, which is beyond unfair to him. No one has called it out. I mentioned it on one of my videos in the past. I haven't heard anybody speak on it at all. What do y'all talk about it there? Hey, Nico. Okay, you working and listening? Appreciate you. Oh, right now, what I was just trying to do was get to some of this copyright music real quick. Oh my gosh. I get upset. I was getting upset. My nose felt like it was about to run a little bit. Because the stuff that goes on, like, I'm very passionate about it. So I try to fight back a little bit of tears myself. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be inhuman for you to not be affected by it. It wouldn't make any sense. But I know it all too well, so it tends to strike a different kind of nerve with me. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. It definitely does. So I gotta take a little breather and laugh it off sometimes. You know, you can laugh it off. And then at the end of the day, there's only so much laughing you could do. But trust me, I gotta laugh some of this off because it hurts. Music. Right now, I wanted to just talk about the YSL situation. Is that right? I can't even hear the music, huh? I'm not sure why I'm hearing some air in the background too. There's like a lot of air echo. I don't really know. I'll have to figure that out. All right. So anyway, so this is the judge right here. He's been relieved of his duties that he was on the case. This case is in its second year too. The YSL trial. It's been going on for a long time. If y'all been watching and paying attention, one of Young Thug's attorneys, forget his name. He's a white man. He's been going back and forth with the judge for a very long time, but cutting each other off. And he just never really gave Judge Glanville much respect, from what I gathered. There wasn't much respect there. I think that that's a huge problem. It should have been called out earlier. It hadn't. And then he just kept saying, "I want you removed from the case." And it's not like just them two had a back and forth. He had a little back and forth with Miss Love too, from the district attorney's office. But when he put her in her place, she knew. She was like, okay, all right. But to keep disrespecting this man is not just has to do with the trial. It has to do with the fact that he's a black judge. And I don't know if y'all realize it enough, but black men have a level of disrespect that's just gonna come. It shouldn't, but I see it coming. It doesn't matter what you are, who you think you are. There's people ready to disrespect you because he has a level of respect that he deserves. It seemed like they wanted to prove that they didn't have to respect him. And that's foul. That was foul as hell. And they're saying, I want you off the case as a judge. And he kept doing that and disrespecting that man, and he got him off the case. But while he was still on the case, if y'all remember, he sent him to jail every weekend, that attorney. Probably don't got his name right there, but he kept sending him to jail on the weekends. He didn't like that. And I know part of it was because he was just so disrespectful during this trial. So there was a secret meeting that occurred. It shouldn't have. It got back to somebody. And then the judge was like, I want to know how you know what you know. And he was like, I can't say that. I'm here defending Davis, Young Thug. He was like, well, there's repercussions to you not giving me this answer. So things started getting even messier up in there. And that's what happened. But in the midst of that, he ended up being relieved of his duty as judge there as of, I believe it was July 14th. If not, it was July 14th or 15th last month. He's off the case. Now they have a white woman judge on there now, and she may be getting off the case too. Why? Because her hands is dirty too. She's too involved in the case inappropriately, which can possibly have an effect on the case. That would be a conflict of interest. In anything that we do, business-wise, with the courts, etc., you have to be careful of conflicts of interest because it will affect whatever is trying to be done. Thank you for those likes, y'all. I'm almost at 30 likes. Thank you. Oh man. Let me try to type. Oh yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, basically, yeah. So he's off the case. So I just wonder what y'all thoughts are on that. Have y'all noticed the disrespect this man has received though? And a lot of it I saw more so recently, to be honest. But I know it's been going on. It's just been going on. This man, he is is Fulton County of Atlanta, Georgia. His name is Judge Ural Glanville. It's been a circus of a case since the beginning. It's been a huge circus, but the disrespect this judge received from that attorney is unprecedented. I don't know how it didn't get called out before, other than the fact that this man is black and you feel you don't have to respect him anyway. Oh, he's a judge, one of the most prestigious positions in the country. They don't care. They do not care. It's not because he cares so much about Thug, his client. He's getting the limelight. That's why some people even take on cases. If you're going to get attention off of it, they'll take it. That's why you'll see murder trials going on where you know the person did it. We got them on video. We got all kind of stuff. And they actually have defense attorneys running to defend the person because they want to get their name out there. That's it. They're not really caring about this person. They want their name out there. They know you going to prison. Bye. They want their name out there. It's crazy. And if they stop televising these cases, you won't get as many idiots involved in it. Fake attorneys on YouTube, lead attorney. Girl, you know, we wouldn't have so many fake attorneys on here acting like they know something. A lot of us know more than them. Been studying all my life. What you been doing? Lying with yours. Don't listen to everybody on YouTube. A bunch of them are liars. You can't just believe anything. Anybody come in here, hey, I'm a doctor. Oh my God, I'm gonna listen to everything you say. These people are lying. That's why they never show you no proof. Forget proof years later. You done went and ordered that. I'm letting people come on here and talk about serious stuff that has to do with us, and y'all just be sitting here believing them. I don't care how much money them cash, super chats and all that say. These people ain't ish. Half of them ain't ish. The real ones and the people that do the work is people like me and some others too. Some of them I be seeing. Out of here. Fake attorneys. I'm attorney. Come listen to me. Nah, you over here trying to pull dudes. Get out of here. You competition with us. Get out of here. I ain't got nothing against gays like that either. But my thing is, stop trying to get our heterosexual men. They don't want y'all like that. Some don't want y'all at all. So no, I don't like more competition, especially when it's coming from dudes that are disguised as heteros and they know they're not. Then y'all wonder why black women and some other women too are at health risks because of these sexually transmitted diseases and all this other stuff going on. All these undercover brothers coming around here, they acting like they want us. They want the next man. I'm a leader as an attorney. No, you're not. You a goofball with a big old smile with teeth the size of a fence. I'm tired of it. No, I don't go over there. I don't go around like people. I don't go where people are sitting there lying all day. I don't care if you getting the numbers. You a fraud. And you take leadership in and pull other stuff out as you see it. Stop just eating for yourself. I'm tired of these SOBs. So anyway, my point was that man has been blatantly disrespected several times. I'll do something else where I'll talk about it and go in and then show like some footage of just some things that I've seen and I've noticed. And also the crew that's YSL, like they ain't even making no sense. I've never seen so many snitches in my life. I mean, how is the creator of the gang, the one that gave the gang its name, YSL, Young Slime Life? How are you the biggest? Young Thug, you got to be embarrassed, man. I don't care. You got to be. This is your crew? All right. Finally, on an upside of things, I wanted to talk about there's been a huge breakthrough. So there's a huge lawsuit win for Black farmers. The USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, has been racist against Black farmers for many decades. They owe way more money, but they owe way more people. But guess what? A lot of the forefathers are gone. They're all deceased now. So in a way, this is a form of reparations from the past, but also the present. Out of 100% of farmers that are out in America with their farms, 96% of them are gone because they weren't allowed certain privileges that the white farmers were, and they were left out of extra loans, money, so that affects the economics. And also racism played a big role in just getting them off their own crops. But then we got a man that stood up. His name is John Boyd, got it right, John Boyd Jr., who is the 4th generation Black farmer. He just formed people together, because people, we can make our power move in groups. We can make our power move in groups. He got together and filed a lawsuit that they just won, because I know a lot of y'all missed it, but you missed that they just got $2 billion. And he said, we going for $5 billion and we're going to get it. Hell you talking about? This has so much to do with everyone's way of life. We need farmers. That's how we eat. We get things to grow, right? We need the Black farmers to step back up. So they're getting their monies. They just got their very first check last week. The very first check last week. Let's go to Democracy Now! So I can share that screen and show you, and he can tell you himself. Here we go. He can tell you himself. Here we go.
This is Democracy Now! I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez. We end today's show with the historic $2 billion payout by the U.S. Department of Agriculture to Black farmers and other farmers of color who experienced discrimination when applying to the USDA's farm loan.
For some reason, there's a slow delay with this. So what I'm going to do is sometime maybe talk as I get the footage. StreamYard's the same.
Programs. The payouts finally came 2 years after Congress funded them through the Inflation Reduction Act in 2022. USDA Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack made the announcement last week.
Now, this financial assistance is not compensation for anyone's loss or the pain endured, but it is an acknowledgement by the department. Our hope is, and the president's hope is, that this financial assistance will help many farmers stay on the farm, contribute to our nation's food supply, and continue to do what they love.
This comes after the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights confirmed as long ago as 1965 that the USDA, the U.S. Department of Agriculture, discriminated against Black farmers. But little was done to address the problem, and the number of Black-run farms dropped 96% in the last century. By 1999, 98% of all agricultural land was owned by white people. For more, we go to Boydton, Virginia. We're joined by John Boyd, a 4th-generation Black farmer and founder and president of the nonprofit National Black Farmers Association, which fought for these payouts that have now gone out. John, welcome back to Democracy Now! It's great to have you with us. Explain the significance of what's happening right now.
Amy, thank you so much for having me, and it's always good to spend time with you. This is a very, very historic payout for Black farmers, and I see it as a huge win for myself and the National Black Farmers Association that worked on this for nearly 4 decades. So basically, 60,000 applications were turned in, 45,000 Black farmers and other farmers of color have begun receiving checks this week and the latter part of last week.
So you see that he just went over basically what I had just said. He also experienced, of course, racism himself, but you wouldn't think this man actually got spit on. Now he says spat, which I don't know if that's a past tense for spit, but he from the country, so sometimes I don't mean to get on y'all, but y'all talk different, and our education systems are way different. I wanted to show his response to the racism that he received, because a woman here, she's like one of the best. She's a really good interviewer, and she doesn't scare away from racial content. She understands it, she seems, and she makes sure she gets people on that are going to talk about the experiences that racism has. So I just want to show that clip, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. And if y'all have anything else y'all want to add.
You are a fourth generation Black farmer. Can you describe your own experience of discrimination? You don't often talk about that in your national interviews.
You're right, and I want to give a thumbs up to my daddy, the greatest man I knew in the flesh. Not because he had any money, but because the way he carried himself. He was a dignified, humble, Black farmer that worked hard every day. Every day that pickup truck rolled in the turn, man, he was ready to go to work. And we worked sun up to sundown together and said very few words. But the discrimination that I faced at USDA was in-your-face discrimination. I was spat on with tobacco juice running down my shirt on one particular loan application with the lender, who was a federal employee who was employed by a government, spat on me. I was called the N-word from this same official. I had my application torn up and thrown in a trash can in front of me. On average, it took 387 days to process a Black farmer's loan request, less than 30 days to process a white farmer's loan request. In that particular county, this person would only see Black farmers one day of the week. So we named it Black Wednesday. And we all would be in the hallway trying to apply for loans. And one day we all just looked at our letters from the USDA, and it said 9 a.m. Wednesday. For all of us who's going to see us all at the same time. And if a white farmer came in, Amy, he would bring that farmer into the office and conduct business as though I wasn't even there. And his voice changed, and his pleasantries were happy. And then when he turned around and spoke to me, he said he wasn't going to lend me any of his money. And he often spoke about how powerful he was. He said he was the most powerful man in the county and the next thing to God. And I told him one day, I don't know what God looked like. I wasn't the religious man I am today.
John, we just have 20 seconds.
Well, I want people to know this is a big win, and don't never, ever give up. The arc of justice been slow.
Never give up. So that was his take. When people run out of time, they can just show you a cue card or something. Don't interrupt by saying you need to interrupt. Everybody's moving at a fast speed right now. I get it, but you know what I mean? I've been noticing that with stuff too, and they can tone that down too. Because we got time for racism, right? So we got time to counteract against it. That's my word. But I'm feeling her though. I'm just saying, stuff that, we could just do a little better with. Okay. Now I'm just plugging up my thing because we're gonna wrap it up. But of course, y'all got my equipment on fire over here. Appreciate y'all talking in the chat and everything. You feel free to talk. And you have difference of opinions, that's fine too. We'll address them. I don't attack people. The only people I've attacked recently, they had me under attack for no reason. They're telling people that I don't have decent content when I think I do have some of the best content, and I'm gonna seek to get better and better. It helps to have y'all participation. I gained over 10 subs in the last week, and I appreciate it. But again, this is not a beefing channel. You need to come here and want to get elevated. If I got to knock somebody out or smack them up a little or whatever, I'll do that. But then it's business as usual. Okay? And I want to make sure that we stay empowered, because a lot of the fight has just been continuing. Some of this stuff has just begun. So be aware. Don't be out here being foolish, crying like Rick Johnson. Okay? And he acknowledged he could have handled it different or better, but at least he did stand up for himself too. I do take that into account. Me just watching that video again with you guys, I got to hear him say, I ain't going no effing where, you can't do this to me. So I do want you to stand firm, but at the same time, when you're standing on someone else's land and you're just by yourself, don't be a standing duck. Don't. Do what you got to do. You might got to get up out of there, right? But you come back with some real ones like myself. You come back with the correct law enforcement, the correct people that have coalitions going on, the correct people that are grassroots, the people that been not playing no games. This has never been a movie to us. It's always been reality. What I didn't like is what he said too. He went on the news and said, I got to tell y'all, racism exists. I'm so upset, blah, 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 blah. He said, I'm here for the, to get the word out. He said, I'm also here for the white people because they get called stuff too. Bruh, what is you talking about? And that's another thing. You don't have to hate your oppressors or just, other races in general, but you need to speak for yourself and your people. We're the ones that aren't represented. We're always an underrepresented group. So don't you start a mission talking about you want to protect them too. See, it's people like him that'll go back to a hanging tree. It's people that think similar to him that's going to end up hanging. And people like me are the ones that call around and go to the coroner's office because I want more answers. I got some questions still that they don't want to answer. But truth be told, I'm learning more too about what we are entitled to receive. Because like I said, I'm not playing no games with these races either, never have. But I'm not going to keep hearing that y'all keep finding bodies and they're black men and you blaming it on crocodiles and stuff like that. Guess what? Sister Kiy done studied crocodiles too. I know how they eat. They finish you. There's nothing left behind. But truth be told, animals don't have a taste for humans. They don't go around eating humans. That's if they have to or they felt threatened. Most animals and mammals do not eat humans. So don't give me that a wild pack of dogs must have did it when we finding bodies in Mississippi and whatnot. Oh, I bet I know what happened. The reason the spine was over there and the leg was over here was because, those animals, I tell you. No, the animals are y'all. Just be pissing me off, man. Pissing me off. I'm good. Whew. Take a deep breath. Yes, Mia. Hang on a second, y'all. Let me see if this is it. I'm looking for audio before we go. That's me eating a donut. I've been acting like a cop lately too. What is up with me and donuts, y'all? So I'm just sitting here checking out with you. I've been eating mad donuts. All right, what I'm gonna show y'all right now is a clip of me, audio of me reaching out to a police department. I don't want y'all to feel like too, because you're in a certain country, continent, state, or whatever, that you don't have a voice. We need each other and we have to start coming out more in drones. Things aren't setting well with me. There's another woman, Michi X has been working with. Her son was killed and they blaming it on, I think, wild dogs or something else goofy, right? And she needs justice for her child. So if you hear something that it don't sound right, it's probably not right. Investigate. If y'all come across something and you don't want to talk about it just on your own, my email is always available in my about section. I may add a phone number because I do got a business line. I may add that too. We got to do what we need to do so there's less bodies. I can't do it alone and I'm not supposed to. But I'm damn sure going to keep doing it, okay? Until, groups get formed. More of them. And that can include me. You can't be scared. You have to do what you have to do. And that's not for everybody. I've been told the universe to use me. I'm willing to be a sacrifice. I don't want to die. I don't want to die early. But we don't always have total control over things. But I know that while I'm here, I'm going to do all that I can. Nothing really scares me. And I learned that when I was little. So none of this is going to rock my world. I'm just tired of you rocking worlds of my people. in the wrong negative way, and I'm not going to allow it. So there's people like me that are built for the war. You may have been in the military, and if not, this is a mental and can be a physical war. A lot of it's spiritual. It's attacks on your energy. And those of y'all that don't believe in the spiritual world or whatever, I don't know what y'all believe in, or maybe it's easier to just not believe in anything. You guys are a part of this too. We all share this planet, this mighty planet. And Wednesday, I come on Sundays and Wednesdays. Like today is my chocolate Sundays, and I have wet Wednesdays. It could be a wet Wednesday or it could be a wicked Wednesday. If I got to get in somebody's ass, it's probably going to be a wicked Wednesday. If I'm got that wet going, girl, then it's a wet Wednesday. So that's how we do that. But let me just get to this audio. It's short. It's only a minute and a half. This is me reaching out to the police department, and we're going to play it now. Hopefully y'all can hear it. And I'm going to play it now. Oh, so that it didn't come through your lab.
Well, I can't promise that it didn't come.
Oh, you can't.
Information. Yes, ma'am. You have to get that through South Lake Police Department's investigation.
Oh, all right. And I get what he's saying, but just so y'all know, I reached out to the crime lab unit. They're the ones that get the bodies. They're the ones that get body parts, tissue, bone fragments, anything. They're the ones that help identify what we're finding. Mississippi is having a growing rise, and us just happen to be finding bodies. They just happen to be eaten by us. They just happen to be mutilated. So first, I reached out to the police department, which I thought that's what this was, but it's not just yet. But I reached out to the lab also because the police department hung up on me. So they want to act like they couldn't hear me on the phone. I know how to make moves too. So if I need to come down there, I'll go down there too. I'm not playing. Thank you. Who's to play with death?
You're welcome.
All right. Have a good day. Get out of here. So we're stuck with these games that South Haven Police Department is trying to play. What happens is they'll find remains, they'll blame it on the gators and whatnot, and then they think people are going to forget about it. I ain't forgetting about nothing. This is me talking after the phone call. I apologize. I called the lab and I called the police department. I'm trying to figure out which one was on the phone on this one. Plus, it's more suspicious to me that when I was on the phone, they hung up on me for no reason, and you call back and no one's answering. So it's a way of them not showing that they don't want to answer the question, but see, so that was me on the phone with them, and they said, "Oh, let me play it one more time so y'all can hear it. I'm gonna be quiet."
Have to contact South Haven Police Department. That's where the remains found.
You heard him. He said that's where the remains was found. So you got to call the other police department because that's where the remains were found. So any findings upon after that, they would have the information in their investigations department over there. All right. I'm like, yeah, but give me the goods. You know what I'm saying? They the ones that actually had the body to test it. They pissing me off. But I guess legally he ain't supposed to tell me. But come on, man. Legally you ain't supposed to be out here in all these black dead bodies. So that it didn't come through your lab.
Well, I can't promise that it didn't come.
Oh, you can't. See, I said, so it didn't come through your lab because he kind of was saying it didn't come through or something like that. He said, oh, no, I can't say. I'm not saying it didn't come through our lab. Then he said, but I can't say. Like, yo, man. I didn't get to speak to anyone. This is the police department.
What was the extension?
It's investigations unit. I thought it was 2012. I could be wrong.
Okay, hopefully. Who's it for? Do you know the Texas name?
No, they disconnected when I tried to reach out before. I didn't get to speak to anyone.
Hopefully.
Okay. They disconnected me while I was on the line with the investigation unit. So I called back and this is what happened. Voicemail.
Your call has been answered by a IP office. Extension 210.
That's not going to stop nothing. But I just wanted to make it clear to y'all to just stay fast. In closing, be aware of your surroundings, man. Like, if you go somewhere and then you realize, oh, it's a whole racist town. Oh, all right, got it. And if you're not built for any of this war, in the words of Blizz, Brother Blizz, stay your ass home. Because it's on and popping out here, and it's not for the weak at all. I wish there was more of us ready to do it. I wish we had more militant ways of thinking people. Y'all like to wait till it's too late. Y'all come out in drones when somebody's already gone. Like, I wasn't raised like that. My mind don't work like that. And I'm not saying I'm going to run y'all into the lion's den, but damn it, sometime the lion's den is going to come to you. One way or another. Are you ready and prepared for it? And if not, guess what? You got to beat it. Whoa. Get it. No one wants to be defeated. No one wants to be defeated. But don't mess around and still get defeated like this, bro. All right? That man was crying so much and about to drop his phone. I said, man, they about to whoop his ass. If you don't dry them tears up, you can come by us and dry and get that in. Come on, man. I remember Sister Vicky Diller spoke on that before. Like, we ain't with the tears. Like, and you might be like, you a woman, don't y'all be crying over little stuff sometimes? Yes. But there's a war going on. Ain't no time or space for it. Not in the eye and in the face of a death-seeking opposition like that. Not at all. I don't want to see it no more. I want to see less of that and less bodies being found, y'all. I know we could do it. Let's get it together, okay? And I wish y'all a good day. Thanks for coming out today too. I'm Kiy NY007, for those that didn't know. On my channel here, I talk about various things. I talk about things to do with astronomy mostly. Don't listen to people that say I'm an astrologist, because I'm not. I learn about it. And what I do is I look, reach, and seek anywhere valid so that it can help connect the dots so that we can solve some of life's problems. That's my whole purpose here and point here. I'm not playing no games. So I'm coming more live and direct to y'all. So I think y'all seem to appreciate it. So that's good. I definitely appreciate it. Double back. You will get something from me. I hope that I leave a good aura with you when you come through, whether you watch a replay or whether you catch me live. You will have a good feeling. I want you to think of stuff I said at strange times or whatever, but it's going to be generated to you. I want you to feel me, not just hear me, not just see me. That's why I never even wanted to go on camera anyway. But the new thing with YouTube, they got it different as a setup and everything. So you got the camera on, whatever. So I'm doing more to give you guys more. And I know that I get something back when you guys are getting it. So that's all I'm really asking for. The best way you can support me is by participating, watching, clicking the like button sometime, and subscribing if you're not already. I will have something for you. I have something for everybody. All right. But of course, the focus is on my people. You know, we've been out of focus. So why not? That don't make any sense. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, but y'all have a good day. I appreciate y'all. We'll be all right. I'll be caught up looking like this. Like, electric guitar. Peace, y'all. Everybody have a great day. Thank you. Let that business go. Let them haters know. Like, gotta go. If you don't stop, you gotta come back and counterattack. What? Black folks can go wherever they want to. Come on now. They take a lot of us to get the job done, but we're gonna do it. Let's do some victim shaming. But I want less of that to happen. We can go where we want to go. Stupid. But when you go, you gotta know how that knowledge. Be physically and mentally ready. You could go anywhere. All right, so I'm out. Peace. Thank you. Appreciate y'all time and the likes, all of it. Thank you. Y'all stay safe. All right.